Hello Bulldozer Power fans, I'm Colonel Failure and you're back with Motorsport Manager and the ongoing Bulldozer Power GT Championship kind of thing. I had a better intro than that lined up, but it eluded me at the last moment. Anyway, we're coming out of the last race, and we finished 10th and 11th overall, which wasn't brilliant. A combination of poor strategy and poor performance there, leading to something that was maybe not quite as exciting as we'd hoped. Anyway, team-wise, 4th overall. That's pretty good, and that's nudged the old chairman Zhang. She's back up to 100% happy with us. God bless her. If only she would demonstrate that through use of her wallet, we might be in a stronger position overall. Anyway, it was Clem Fandango, yawn, who finished in first place with D Nice and Laszlo Hitbone in second and third. Potassium, Russo, Retro Guy rounding out the top 6. Hitbone got the fastest qualifying time, but it was our man, Falco Engelhardt, who managed to get the fastest lap in the race, gaining him an extra 2 points. This takes Engelhardt to 10th overall in the championships, a mere 8 points behind Whitehouse, and 7 points ahead of Hypnotoad. Casino, meanwhile, is back in 15th on 42 points, with Hayes snapping at his heels and Crouton in the sights. Teams-wise, that puts us 6th. We're 4 points clear of Orléans, Orléans, and we're, 12 points behind Marshall GT. I don't think we're going to catch Marshall, but they are the last of the potential targets we could catch before the end of the season. So, what we're going to get up to today? Well, we've got another race coming up, obviously, but more importantly than that, we need to see how much cash we can actually afford to spend. Given that we've only got 1.3 million left in the old bank there, that's not a good sign. Let's check the box here. Becky's come on. No real difference to the norm in terms of the condition of the cars. Jiro Kagawa's here asking for an interview. Always happy to oblige you, Jiro. Yeah. Big, splendid individual. Which one of your drivers is better, Falco Engelhardt? Right, there you go. That's the easiest interview ever. Becky's reviewing the pit stops. We had 7 pit stops in the last race, and that in itself is a big sign of where our problems lay last time around. Hank Lipman's reviewing the race, and as I mentioned just briefly, it's Scanstrom's Clem Fandango that walked away with the top prize after an incident-packed race. 2 drivers crashed. I mean, as races go, that is quite incident-packed, but I could certainly live with seeing a few more than that. Equally, I could go for a motorsport game that also included NASCAR. That would be fun. Anyway, Becky's finished tinkering with the car. Let's go and have a look and see how we're doing on part improvement. We've got the new suspension is in there right now on reliability, and we're working on the quality of our recently improved set of brakes. If we split them 50-50, they'll both be done in moments, frankly. So that's jolly good. Right, okay, well, that's promising. We could do with a second gearbox and a second set of brakes if we wanted to beef up both cars. But improving the quality of the suspension, that needs doing. So let's slap that in. The reliability of our second string suspension, yeah, let's put that in as well. Obviously, at this rate, I'm going to make everything ready around the same time. But it's unlikely we'll do any more part development in between now and the next race. Then engines. Yeah, let's put this one in for a quality boost. And then brakes. We're already working on the quality. Reliability's mediocre. But this second set of brakes, if we worked on the reliability there you go. How about something like that? I don't know. We might get somewhere with that. Anyway, it's sponsorship time, chums. Slot 1 has become open. We've only got one more race to do as Slot 3 does as well. So let's have a look. All of the offers are in. Target position of 10th. Yes. We get an upfront payment of 800 grand. Nice. Bonus, if we finish 10th or above, is 400k. That seems quite doable, and it's only a 4-race contract. That's quite appealing, despite the fact that RusJet down here, they're offering 200k more with a much easier target position. But that's a 10-race contract right there, right? So you're looking at 20k a race, whereas these guys are paying 200k a race. So there's really nothing in it. Yeah, we'll take, who is this? Gustavo Cruises. You're hired or signed or whatever it is that you wish to be, you are that. Right, good. So it's taken the heat off. It basically means I've got 2 races worth of funding still in me. And then when these chaps come in, that'll probably buy another maybe 1.5, 2 races worth of funding. And then we'll get Eve Technology and One Chai will both come up at the same time. So we should have, if I don't develop anything else, I'll probably save my money now and do 1 piece of development right at season end with a legit high quality part to roll us into next year. We'll have to see how that goes, but frankly, what I just don't have is the money to develop anything else now. Not without going into the red, and I know you can go into the red, but I don't want to do that, for it feels foolish. Right, okay, what do we got? Victor Keller, points system changes coming for GT Challenger Series. The top 10 drivers would benefit from the rule change, with the race winner awarded 25 points. Exactly what does that mean? Half the grid sitting on 0 points is no good for anyone, said Atoro Casino, and Atoro's on the money. No, I don't want to. I don't want to filter out the lower drivers, because it keeps them competing, even if they're competing for effectively nothing. Falco is saying, flipping heck, Falco. Surely we can do a little better than Vasily Sokolov. How about giving him the heave-ho? There are plenty of good designers out there. No! If you want to run a team, Falco, get your own team and run it. I run this team, and I've only just flipping signed Sokolov, and he's alright. Or, moreover, he is as good as I could get. So, just leave it for now, will you? Honestly. You cheeky flipping blighter. He's a race driver. If he wants to do something other than racing, then he should. Right, okay, here we go. So it will not benefit traditional teams. It will benefit progressive teams. I don't think that's the case. Small teams will find it challenging to score points. This is no good. It upweights finishing in first far too much. I am going to vote against with all of my merry points, because I don't want this to carry at all. Right, there you are. That's three votes against immediately. I'm sure, already I'm not alone. But no, stick it to the teams that are likely to land in first, I say. Yeah, there we go. This is going to carry, no problem at all. Right, I don't care how you people vote. No, get knotted. Put in a vote that actually makes a difference, will you? Right, good. Anyway, that's that out of the way. Now we can just focus on getting ourselves ready to head to Phoenix. Let's have a quick look and see how we're getting on. So, the team's championship target. We are currently in 6th place. This is currently better than our target of 10th. Thanks, Zhang. Good to see that you are on the ball. Upcoming race report for Phoenix. 38 lapper, almost 2 laps a race. 1:01 is the lap time. Should be bone dry. Right. So it's going to be do we go on mediums or do we go for more pit stops? Or will being on mediums actually stop us having to be on quite as many pit stops? All of these things we will work out in moments' time. Right, where are we? Suspension 1 is now on 91%. Take it off the table. What else? Engine 1's now at 101. Let's get that off the table as well. 87 and 84, they're both good enough. I'm not putting any more work into that. And then these two will both top out pretty much on race day. What do you think? 18 minutes before the race. Very nice. Another set of suspension would be completely dandy. Oh, actually, you know what I should have been doing is improving the quality of this suspension. Oh, what a mistake. Well, that's thrown all the pigeons and cats out of whack, hasn't it? What if we do that? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that should probably do it. That should probably do it. Okay, so a Toro's back in my mailbox again. Could we do some work on the car's top speed? A new engine might help. Oh, do be quiet. I'm already working on it. You're just griping because you get second-hand material. Right, let's drop the Q part out. No, actually, you might as well stick something in reliability, even if it's not that reliable, right? Even if it's not that likely to be used, I should say, because at least then you've got extra. I've not got Kevin Soule here just sat around doing nothing. He can feel like he's contributing to the onward success of the team. Now, this second set of suspension, that's going to get nowhere near quality. So if we drop out the brakes, we'll keep this suspension in work as well. It will gain a little before race day, but it's not going to be as good as it might. But it'll have to suffice for now. Arguably, I should have invested my time into the brakes there, onto my tertiary brakes. But who knows? Anyway, here's the roundup of the Singapore race in the International GT Championship. And it's Bingo Hazmat who comes out in first, also taking pole position in qualifying and the fastest lap overall. That propels Bingo, who had 16 points previously, probably propels him upward in the Drivers' Championship by quite a few places, but there isn't a before and after going on. Is he going to suddenly compete with everyone else? Seems unlikely. Conda finished there in second for Spartan MRT, with Tate in third and Carlton in fourth. Now, I mean, this means very little change at the top end of things, but it has helped to kind of close the gap a little. So maybe there is some life in this series yet. Anyway, right, we've got 3 days to go until we're off and about. You know, I'm excited for this one. I don't think I've driven Phoenix before, so this is an exciting opportunity. Here's Hank Littman with a preview. Team Nordhagen are currently top of the team standings with 20 points over Scanstrom. Lead designer Nick Hill-Dublé is hopeful of extending that lead this weekend, telling us we need to keep Madison, Maddox and Co in check. Don't know who that is. Scanstrom GT's Clem Fandango is feeling confident about his lead at the top of the driver's standings. I'm 1 point ahead of Russo. 1 point, Clem? Really? Really? Is that what you're going to go with? And I feel like I can extend that this weekend. Why wouldn't I? At the moment, my team is stronger, and so am I. Jay Blackencat is hoping to pick up a few points this weekend. It'll make a huge difference to my standings in the position. Or position in the standings, if I read it correctly. It's not easy being down in my position. All right, Clem. No, Jay. Whoever it is, quit your moaning. Right. Well, hold on. What? Is this really an oval that we're racing? Because if it is, that's brilliant. Oh. No, it can't possibly be an oval. It's got to be some of this interior wiggly stuff, right? Certainly looks like an oval. Oh, well, in which case, all that talk of NASCAR, I put that to one side. Splendid. Right, we'll take Gustavo Cruises, our new sponsor. I think 10th is possible. I don't see why not. Let's put it that way. We should certainly get the qualification there. Let's go to the part fitting. Now then, you've got the original... No, fit parts. Thank you. Brakes. Right. Yes, that's as we want. That's also as we want it. This is just a disaster. The gearbox for Casino is wretched. And then suspension. Let's do that. There you go, Casino. You've got some brand new suspension. That should make you really happy. And if it doesn't, I honestly don't care. Let's see what he is angry about. The parts you fitted are looking a bit naff. And hey, Falco's car is better than mine, I'm an equal status driver. Well, you're not. There we go. Hate to break it to you in this unconventional format, but no, you're not an equal status driver. You are a lesser driver. I treat you with less interest than I do Falco Engelhardt, for he is getting it done, and you have stats that are garbage. Yep, we're doing an oval. Brilliant. Oh, I've no idea how this is going to play out. I hope we see some crashes. I'm not even bothered if I'm involved, to be honest. I just want the adventure. No, oh, how fantastic! Oh well, this is going to be, well, I'm hoping highly dramatic. It means that getting the tire mix right is going to be absolutely imperative. The drivers only need to turn left, I suspect, given the traditional way one would go around an oval. Right, you're in. Okay, car setup. Handling towards understeer a little. Speed balance towards top speed, I would imagine. So let's harden up the suspension a bit. High speed feels good. Top speed feels good. I'm just going to leave it like that for the moment and see where we get to. Right, you're expecting 10 to 12 laps on the softs or 14 to 16 on the mediums. The odds that we get 14 to 16 on mediums is really low, and if it's a 32 lap race, that means conserving your tyres and trying to do a two-stopper, a one-stopper, I beg your pardon. With these, you're going to go for 2 stops, and you could possibly make soft tyres last. I think soft, medium, soft is the way to go, or perhaps soft, soft, medium. Yeah, we'll play that by ear, but we're going to go for softs in the initial charge. Why are you unhappy with your cornering there, bucko? All right, let's give you a bit more front and a bit of keep your over. All right, have a bit of understeer while we're at it, and we'll drop the gear ratios a smidge and see if you like that. Maybe I've fluked it. Maybe I've got it completely wrong. We'll just have to see. As ever, we won't weight strip until after we're out of this qualifying session, because I like to have a little something left in the box there. Oh no! Oh no! We're only turning right, so it looks like we're going clockwise around this track rather than anti-clockwise. No, we are going anti-clockwise, and it's due to the pit exit. Right, okay. Let's get this show on the road. Yeah, there it is. Driving in circles, friends. I hope you find it appealing, because that's what you're going to get. We'll bring both drivers in and make their initial tweaks. Gear ratios are too short. Yeah, I thought you might want longer ratios, but that's okay. You're coming in. We'll make those changes now. This gearing is weird. Yes, it probably is. Right, okay. Let's have a look and see what we've got. So, the cornering isn't bad. A little more towards high speed, I suspect, would work. Slightly more understeer and slightly better acceleration. So what? You're thinking high speed? That's... Okay. All right, let's try that. We're already at good, so if we've gone the right way with that, we'll be fine. Handling, more understeer. Understeer feels like the right way to go, in my professional opinion. And then speed balance, we'll lengthen the ratios on the gearing there and see what we get out of it. Keep the tyres you've got and get out. Meanwhile... see, now we've got the weight shifted towards the front here for Casino, and he thinks that's fantastic. And maybe he's asking for understeer then. Well, I can understeer. All right, we'll bang in some understeer. Drop this down. No, wang that up a little bit more. Okay, this is all very unexpected. And then we'll work him back up towards top speed a bit more. Okay, let's give that a go. All right, good, 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 good. Drive. Here goes Engelhardt. He's ready for his second play around with the car, and we'll see what we can get out of it. Want to bring him in for one more tweak of the toys, and we'll see what we've got. 45 seconds is the fastest lap. I was told that 1 minute was the lap time to chase after, but well, so be it. What do you do to the weight distribution? Doesn't like it. He likes the handling. Okay. So it looks like Casino's on the money, or has been closer to the money anyway, because he's enjoying the weight distribution being towards the front of the car. So that's certainly doable. Let's have a look. Yeah. So we're going to need to tweak the. Right, let's bang that all the way up there, because that's about where we've got it for Casino, and that should drag him into pretty close to awesome. Now it means that we need to adjust the steering. Actually, it makes sense that the setups that we're using are slightly extreme, given that the track itself is slightly extreme, and then something like that. Arguably, if there were a race in which one would tweak the camber, this would be it. In fact, flattening out the camber would probably work in our favour. So that was good. No, that was great on the handling previously. Alright, okay, so we need to tweak the handling further toward understeer, in which case, yeah, less tyre camber is the path to happiness. Right, and that means we can just monkey with the gear ratios ever so slightly. That is now out of whack as well. You're saying low speed. What? So that's poor. That, however, is good. Low speed cornering? Really? I know you have to. You do have to drop your speed a smidge as a result of playing on your oval, but this feels a little out of whack to me. I'm going to go with that and see where he likes it. Keep going. Your tyres are fine, man. Absolutely fine. Right, Casino should be coming in any second. He's almost out of fuel, so he'll definitely be coming in. He's stuck up a lap. He's 1.3 seconds off the pace. Now, he's ahead of a couple of drivers, and that's quite heartening. But we aren't done with him yet. He's got greats across the board now. That's not bad at all. I may make a slight tweak to try and push him into an awesome. But I think we're there. I think we are there. Maybe just a little more on the weight distribution. Now you see that's moving. That's got the speed balance going the right way. Everything else is going the wrong way though. So we'd need to do that, which would throw the speed balance out the top end. But I'm fine with that, you know. Yeah. All right. Let's work with that. How are your tyres looking? Yeah, you've got enough for another go. Have another go. Right, Engelhardt's starting a flying lap, and I'm going to let him finish it. We'll see how he gets on with this, which is arguably the best setup he's had yet. Or it should be the best setup he's had yet. He's closing in on the cars ahead of him. There you go, 45.7. Not bad, not bad. Fourth overall at the moment. Although we've got quite a lot of medium tyre users out there. He's excellent across the board. Right, we'll send him back out on mediums. Just to see how he gets on with that. Right, how's Casino getting on? Because Casino's on his in-lap. Didn't improve his position. Which is a bit disappointing, but that's also okay. We'll see if we can't learn a little something about medium tyres. His cornering is only good now, so maybe a retweak on the weight balance, which was Yeah, okay. So the corner was just a little bit further towards high speed. So he's gone a smidge too far there. Let's go as far as here and see how he gets on. And then with tyre choice, let's put him on mediums as well. Go on, go out and have 2 minutes, pootle around, and then we'll call it a day. Meanwhile, thrash it. You might as well give it everything you got there, son. Don't spare the horses for nobody. And that was good to get Engelhardt second place overall, which is weird given that he's using different tyres now. Yeah, that is quite odd. And not what I was expecting in the slightest. Second overall during practice, I'll take it. Thank you very much. He's very happy now with the setup of the car. This is a very strong place to, and there's Casino setting the fastest lap time in practice. Well, flipping Nora. Well, I've really got nothing more to contribute than that. That's pretty impressive. They probably still lose first place. Who's still out? Nice is out. He's fast. Hypnotoad can be quick. Whitehouse maybe not so much. But there you go. Well, that's a bit of a boon for the first session of practice. First and third, magnifico. All right, good. There's something about the name Bulldozer Power GT. It has a beautiful ring to it. It says Valerie Banis. Thank you, Val. Central Sports Network. Bulldozer Powers Artura Casino finishes on top! Exclamation mark. I should say so. Pretty impressive stuff. OMG level engineering from the team today. Loved every second I spent out there. Says Arturo. Calm it down, man. It means absolutely nothing if we can't take it through to race day. Obviously, the next thing we've got to do is actually qualify in 10th. Because there's 200 grand in it for us if we do, and that's going to be quite important. Right, let's go with qualifying trim, OBS, and they both went faster on mediums. Let's go with the mediums. It's counterintuitive, but they both went faster on mediums. If it were mediums, tyre choice mediums. For pity's sake, tyre choice medium. Should we go out on these ones to start with? It's only qualifying. Yeah, all right. Go out on those to start with. Right. This could come back to haunt me. I freely admit. Tyre choice. You've done that one. All right. Confirm that. Now do casino. I have a feeling. No. I had a feeling I was about to do exactly the same thing a third time. Right, okay, there we go. Weight stripping, we haven't done any of that. Right, rock me Amadeus. Let's lose some out of the gearbox here. I want to keep a good chunk in there, though. We'll take something out of the suspension. Yep, that feels good. And everything else we will leave alone. Although, brakes, we could... Let's do it. Yeah, take a little bit out of the brakes. Okay, that's gained him 90 points of performance, right? That's got to account for something come race day. Right, you can drop your suspension to 80. Your reliability on your gearbox will keep where it is because your performance is rubbish at present. And a gearbox was listed as a potential factor. So we'll just... Yeah, I'm not going to touch anything else on there. You simply haven't got the points available. Right, okay, interesting. Well, could be. Anything could happen. Let's make it happen. Yes, let's take the qualifying session and go. Yep, go, 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 go. Right, and then we will go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. That's as much space as they need. Everyone else has gone out on softs. All right, we might have to retweak for a second spin. But they both went faster on mediums. Auto off. There you go. Let's see what we've got. All right, here goes Engelhardt. His tyre temperatures are a bit low. Well, that is what it is. And we'll see what we get. Now, there should be enough time for us to put a second session in. There we go. Engelhardt is 1.2 seconds off the pace. Casino's 2.5 seconds off the pace. Right. Gearing was not great. What? No. No. You said it was great previously. Anyway, we haven't got time for this. Change up the tyres. Let's put on softs, which is, you know, that's what I figured in the first place. Come on, where are you? Send out. Tyres. These. Go. Don't hang around. Go and put in a good lap now, please. I need you both to qualify for the second session. We don't, you know, we need this to work. And he's already overheated. He's already cooked their tyres. No, cooked their brakes. Beg your pardon. Right, here we go. Starting his lap is Casino. He's currently the slowest driver out there, but with a bit of luck, he'll make it happen in this one. Engelhardt's got 5th. That's enough for the second round. Casino's got 15th. 16th. Not good enough. Casino's out. You bum. Right, well, there's that. Alright. Okay. Could send him out for another go. There's no harm in it. Let's go. Just go. Engelhardt can stay put. There's no sense in wearing him out any further. But Casino has got enough time possibly to get one last run at this to try and get into the next session. It would be good to have 2 drivers in the qualifying session rather than just one. Now he's going to finish after time expires, but will that count? Whether it counted or not is largely irrelevant. He didn't make it. Anyway, that's Russo Fandango Trial, the fastest 3. Engelhardt is in contention. That's good. All we're after is the 200k. That's all we really need. Don't worry too much about it, Arturo. It's quite all right. 1 driver, 200k. Let's make it happen. We are the team that can be. Or some, I don't know. Right, okay, tyre choice. Now then, are these the tyres I am locked with? I don't think they are. I think you've got to complete a qualifying lap with tyres in order for them to be the ones you use. And it is this session that it comes from. Oh, I honestly couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. Right, let's tell you what. Let's go out with some good tyres. Diane, what's the worst that will happen? Right? Don't answer that. Really, I should study this stuff to try and do a better job. But no, we'll go with what I think. But I'm pretty sure it is the second session is the tyres you are locked to for race start. Anyway, I've just set the fastest Sector 1 time. I mean, that could be good. And he went faster than Trial. Half a second behind Russo, though, and that's not exactly ideal. But looking at the number of drivers that are coming in slower now, I'm not disheartened by that at all. Now then, what do we want to do? Do we want to go out again, or what? I mean, we probably should. People do tend to go faster. In which case, what do I want to send them out on tyre-wise? Let's go out on mediums, right? That way, if this is the case, then I mean, what I should be doing is doing whatever Fandango does. I have learned well that it is lead driver who tends to have their wits about them with regards to tyre selection. He's not going to do very well with his mediums on, but that's okay. I don't need him to do well. I just need these tyres to count if he has to do a race on them. It wasn't great. Going to take another crack at it? I don't think you are, son. I think you're going to come in. Right, yeah, you're going to come in and we're going to let time expire. All right, you've done all the qualifying you're going to. We've set it up so you've got not 1 but 2 sets of tyres that are eligible for the race if we are forced to use them. It looks like you've made it through to the final round. Yep, there we go. And that's all I needed you to do. That's the only thing that was necessary. You have made the money. From here on in, you don't have to do anything at all. We could start in 10th. That's not ideal, but you could start in 10th. Right, continue. There we go. Slick tyres and getting it going. Right, last session. Well, no matter what happens, we're in the money, so that's all good. We'll whiz through this one. We'll do one session. We'll preserve the tyres, and that'll do us nicely. Tyre choice. See, these are locked. The fastest Q2 tyre is locked for the race. Q2 fastest tyre. Right. Got it. So those are the ones he started on. I'm glad I didn't send him back out on those. So I can send him out on any old thing this time round. We've still got 3 sets of softs available to us, but let's go out on these ones. There's no sense in wearing out more tyres than we absolutely have to. Right, so you can go out as much as you like on this one and see if you can learn any new tricks while you do so. And hopefully that'll be good. Flipping Fandango, look at him getting out there first. Cheeky bandit. Right, let's go hyperspeed. Right, here we go. And... oh, what? No, go out. No. Did I tell him to come back in again? That wasn't the button I intended to press. I'll be honest, that's the one I intended to press. And it's good enough for... 4th. Rock and roll. Okay, you can go again. See if you can do any better than that. Yeah, you can use your pre-cooked tyres as well. And 4th. Very acceptable. Yep, that's entirely good enough. Yeah, you can come on in. We're all good. Everything is good, and it looks like nobody's going to beat you, given that everybody's now finished. Splendid. 4th place for Engelhart. Not bad at all. In behind Russo, Trial and Fandango, the usual suspects. And this is clearly, it's a telltale that the car's improving. Thank goodness for that, because the car is so important to how we actually perform that we need it. We need it going. Anyway, here's the idiots on Twitter. Americo, oh my giddy aunt, Esquerdalado. Yeah. Bulldozer Power GT have a crazy, awesome driver lineup this season. Colonel Failure, you are hashtag amazeballs. Amazeballs hasn't been a thing for a couple of years now, man. Get over it. Weinstein, Bulldozer Power GT team principal Colonel Failure must be delightfully delighted. I am delightfully delighted with those qualifying results. The Evening Herald... what? I finished 4th, people. I mean, steady on. Great qualified session for Bulldozer Power GT or GTP. Both can account. Where did Clem Fandango learn to drive? It's like watching me mum. Yes, it is. Lisa Amorosi. The American fans always seem to generate huge amounts of noise. This country is defined by the car in a way you can totally feel it. All right. Jonathan Weinstein, yee-haw, love it here in cowboy country. That's a little bit racist. And then Arnold Boycott, you see runoff areas with flags on them all around the GTCS, but Phoenix really cranks up the patriotism up to 11, hashtag Murica. Again, that's a little bit of a stereotype you've got going on there, Arnold. I wouldn't have gone there, personally. Anyway, here we go. It's race day. I'm tremendously excited. Alright then, mission as usual here. We'll go light-footed on soft tyres to try and get those operating better, and we'll take the performance increase on the softs as well for our Toro. And, well, we'll take the only 2 things open to us from the other side of things. Tricky, but we'll see how we get on. Right, car setup, everything is as it is. Driving style... kill, I think is the subtle way to go with this one. Anyway, here we go. On the front row of the grid, it is Russo and Trial. Both locked on their tyres, obviously, followed by Fandango with Engelhart next to him. Now, if you want to take Fandango out in the first corner, you have my blessing. Long Jim Whitehouse and Laszlo Hipbone on the 3rd row, ahead of Dutch Retro Guy and Freddie Potassium. D-Nice and Fuegas Manny are on the 5th row. In 11th is Kangaroo Cartaz, just missing out on that top 10, but giving him fresh tyres, along with Jay Blackencout. Tallulah Crouton and Ian Hayes have opted for mediums from the 7th row. Haley Hypnotoad and Casino both going on softs. Jack Onion on mediums in 17th, with Frida Potassium on softs. And then at the back of the grid, Julie Disorderly and Jeff Kickery. Let's get this underway. And there's the red lights. That's 4. That's 5. They're off and we're away. Casino with kind of a mediocre start. Engelhardt managing to get away in 4th cleanly. Oh, nice piece of driving there. Goes hammering past Trial immediately. As soon as these tyre temps start to come up, we're going to ease off a little. In fact, we'll do that now because these tyres are not going to last long. We'll give him control of his own destiny on the turbo booster. Everybody there lighting it up at the same time. It's more or less as you'd expect. But no, he's away. Engelhardt is getting it done as we're into lap 2. Right, let's up the tempo and see if we can't hold on to this position. We're going to be coming into the pits very early. That much is an absolute certainty right now. Casino just put in his best lap. Just put the fastest lap in, which is very heartening to see. And he is actually moving up the grid as well, which is nice. Engelhardt has dropped back. He's not competitive with the top 3. Arguably, he's not competitive with the top 4, as Whitehouse is now... Yep, there we go. Whitehouse uses the turbos to go flying past there. The tyres are right on the border, so let's ease off a bit. We've got maybe 1, maybe 2 laps left in these tyres very early on in the race. Actually, we're on lap 5, so it's not like it's not like we're coming out of it completely hideously. Right, we're going to bring him into the pits this time, and we will go with mediums. We'll try and get a long stint out for this second time. All the parts look fine. The battery is what it is. We'll go with a fast stop, despite it being a little on the risky side. Yeah, Engelhardt's tyre. He's cooked his tyres too quickly, and he's paying the price for that now. But he is first man into the pits. What are we going to do? Everything looks pretty good. No mistakes. Pit ranking first. Good, I suppose. Right, the tyres for Casino are also starting to look dubious at best. He's going to have to come into the pits fairly soon as well, because his times are going to start to get just absolutely ruined. The teams that have obviously invested in the ability to preserve tyres seem to be surviving significantly better. We'll go out on medium as well. No need to change anything else. Just get it done, man. But yeah, it's just not attractive. We'll stick Engelhardt back on a push strategy. How are we looking? Everything looks good. No mistakes. Good. Pit ranking second. I don't know if that's second fastest or our second fastest. No clear sign as to whether that's ranking us against everybody or just ourselves. Engelhardt now 13th. He'll move up a little if he's quick, which he is. Right, 6th now on the track. Onion, Crouton, Disorderly and Hayes, the drivers who started on medium tyres. And Kickery, for some reason, is still on his initial soft tyres, which is incredibly good for him. So he's going to benefit from that. We'll go a little easier on the engine mode, I think. There's no sense in absolutely melting the engine now, is there? And we'll get Casino, who's dropped back to last because I told him to go easy on his tyres. But that'll be what it is. Now, there's a bit of traffic coming up ahead of us with Crouton and Fandango, it looks like. Flipping heck, that was a move and a bit from D-Nice. Leapfrogging cars like there's no tomorrow. My goodness me. The temperature here is obviously very hard on tyre temperature. So we'll go easy on those because we do want these to last a bit. If I can get away with only 2 pit stops, that would be fantastic, thank you very much. We don't want to have any more than that. Engelhardt now up into 4th, but compared to the drivers around him, now Whitehouse and Nice, both their tyres are kind of in a similar situation. Crouton's in 5th at the moment, and she's going to have to come in pretty soon. I mean, look at this. The tyres are just falling apart. Back off the tyres. I mean, if, you know, not that it's making any difference whatsoever. The tyre temperature is just absolutely wretched in no time at all. It's very hard to say whether conserving the tyres now is going to help us in the slightest. We're only looking at maybe 1 or 2 more laps, and we're going to get overtaken by Cartaz. Flipping Cartaz, for crying out loud. He's not even very quick. No, go back up to neutral. There's no sense in just burning second after second. What's going on here? Why are you driving so slowly? Stop driving like my grandmother would when she had lost most of her sight. You know, in her day, I'm sure she was rally capable, but as it stands, oh, look at this. All right, okay, come back in for another set of mediums. Fuel is 8 laps, and there's 20 laps remaining after this stop. Let's go for... So if I fill it up, we've got 31 laps of fuel. And then if I get it so that we've got 24 laps of fuel and I don't go completely bananas with the fuel, then maybe we can make it on 1 more pit stop. So it is going to be a 3-stop strategy that we employ. Actually, there are cars that are easing off constantly at the moment, and you know, it is a very erratic race. It's actually quite hard to commentate on because there is so much change in driver position so quickly. Obviously, Engelhardt's going to drop down a little bit now that he's in the pits. He's taken on a lot of fuel there. No, okay, the pit ranking is based on on everybody, not just your own team. So there we go. So Engelhardt now down to 18th. He's got blue flags going on all over the place, which means he's not going to be driving at proper speed. He's going to need to pull that back. Anyway, Casino's tyres have now had enough. He's coming in as well. We'll put him back out on mediums. Whoa, fuel. Let's do the same. No, let's not do the same. Let's assume you're going to come in 12. And in 12, that's a bit optimistic, isn't it? All right, well, we'll give 12 laps worth of fuel, all right? And obviously, if you just put 12 laps worth of fuel in, you don't get 12 laps out of it. Nowhere near. So, you always want a little bit of extra fuel kicking over so you can be a bit more aggressive on the throttle. Right, so he's going back out on mediums. Everybody's still driving mediums now, apart from Whitehouse, who's had 2 stops and he's on softs. Anyway, Casino rejoins the race, only 2 places behind Engelhardt, which is a little disappointing. It goes to show that Casino actually wants this a lot more than his compatriot. But it has to be said that actually he had the better setup options. So you know, I can't fault it too heavily. Anyway, both drivers now, they're formation driving with Manny sandwiched between them. Cartaz is who they're closing down, but Cartaz has got a couple of seconds lead. And as you can see, this is Manny now about to overtake Engelhardt. He's got the juice, and we just don't have it. We're not driving well in the slightest. Casino's fine, but Engelhardt's a chump. He's got the better car, and he's just not getting it done. And I'm at a bit of a loss to explain why that is, as Casino goes tearing through into 12th. Very nice. 2 drivers in the pits at the moment. Russo, Hitbone. So these are the front runners that are currently pitting, as Engelhardt puts on his turbos and goes tearing through there. Largely redundantly, it has to be said, but there it is. Now, maybe being a little more aggressive on the tyres would help us through. But right now, I need these guys to complete a stint sufficient that we can go out on softs at the end of the for the closing pit stage of the race. in order to maybe make a play for 10th. Now we've got 10th, and no, we had 10th mere moments ago, but Hayes is coming in, so we'll overtake there. Whitehouse will come in shortly. Crouton too is likely to come in relatively quickly, and having eased off on our tyre usage, Engelhardt is starting to cook them again. Honestly, this fella is absolutely no use at all when it comes to tyre preservation. And look at this mess going on here. It's rather miraculous that we didn't see some kind of incident there, or rather disappointing that we didn't see some kind of incident. Your mileage may vary on whether that's a good or a bad thing. But here we go, lap 29 of 38, lap 30 now. I would be happy to come in on 31, so give the tyres everything you've got there, Engelhardt. We're going to pit you pretty soon. I need Casino to stay out for maybe another 1 or 2. Potassium has crashed. Yes, get in. Come in, take soft tyres. Fuel options. We got 399 left in. 7 remaining after the pit stop. Let's give you 10's worth. Parts all look dandy. Yeah, absolutely fine. Pit strategy, go fast, please. And you pit as well, and you're going to go out on softs, despite the fact that you destroy those tyres like nobody's business. You're going to have 11 laps of fuel remaining, so you're going to be fine. No additional fuel required, so you're going to get in and out pretty quick, as long as you're not queuing behind your teammate. Well, you know, this is the way things go. We won't be the only ones to pit, though. I'll warrant. And Casino's finished his pit stop, but yeah, Falco's having a queue to get into the pits, so that's not worked out well. We should have, well, maybe we could have kept Casino out for one more lap. What? You messed with the tyres? What are you talking about? Right, ease off. Back up off the tyres there, son. Back them off. And then just be ready to absolutely boot it when the safety car departs the scene. Now, obviously, a couple of laps under safety here will work in our favour. Right, actually, I want everything up. I want all windows active at once. I want to be able to press 4 and everybody immediately... Right, the safety car's heading in. Right, change the tyres up now. And this is where it's going to matter. Who's ahead at the moment? It is Casino. So Casino is in 11th. So he's actually at the back here. So Casino, Engelhardt is basically out of it now. He's so far back, he's going to have to work really hard in order to get anywhere. Casino is our best hope of landing in the top 10. And we're going to push properly hard in order to get there. And go. There you go. Instantly activates the afterburners up to 9th. Very nice. Oh my goodness me! What a lot of argy-bargy going on in there. That was fantastic to see. We'll ease off on the tyres. We don't need to kill them. But Casino there, muscling his way through into 7th. That's very nice indeed. If he can hold it, that'll be absolutely marvellous. And his spoiler's damaged. No. How damaged is damaged? I mean, what are we talking? 26. It's fine. You're okay. You can just hold it together. I need you to just hold it together for like a minute and a half. If you can do that and don't drop 2 places. Oh no, he's just, it's not good. He has got it. He is charging up his afterburners. Tyre degradation, however you want to describe it. Whatever it is he's doing to his tyres is bad. But honestly, at this stage, you know, leave it all on the track, man. Because there is no tomorrow. We need you to do this, and you've got 3 seconds over hip bone. Your tyres are going to give out anytime soon. You're on the last lap. Hang on in there. 6th at the moment. Casino, 6th place. Very nice. and arguably quite surprising. And Engelhardt there finishing in 14th because he's a joke. I don't know what I'm paying him for. He just doesn't turn up. Turns up in qualifying, doesn't turn up for the race. I can't really explain it, but I'm not very happy about it. But there you go. Casino, double medium, followed by a sprint to the end on soft tyres was a good move. And it's Dutch Retro guy that comes away in first. I think that last pit stop probably made the difference. But there you go. Caruton got away with 2 stops. Hayes got away with 2 stops. Potassium crashed, so it doesn't count. But Fandango did 2 stops because he's a big smarty pants. Oh well, never mind. There's no sense in complaining about the high quality driving of high quality drivers now, is there? So there you go, confirmation. Leo Russo getting all of the bonus points there for top qualifying and fastest lap. But gaining 10 places over his qualification, very nice. And we got our sponsor bonus, which is also very nice. That's enough to keep Falco in exactly the same position in the overall championship, but Casino moves up. Looks like only by 1 place, but you know what? That's good enough for me. 1 place improvement. Anyway, in terms of what that does team-wise, we're now 11 points adrift of Marshall GT. Okay, but we're 10 points clear of all Aeon AMR, so that's also pretty positive. Right, to the idiots online. Arno Delvine. I was just thinking about Team Nordhagen. Makes me angry. No class at all. Can't argue with that. Gazzetta dei Motori gives us the finishing order. Good. JTV Sport, congratulations, Dutch Retro guy for the win in Phoenix. And XBC was also pointing out the results. It's like they've got no other news. They can't kind of go like, unheard of driver Arturo Casino manages a very remarkable 6th place. No, you're not going to say that, are you? Because no one's interested in the little guy. We're just trying to get it done. Anyway, I'm very pleased with that result, as are we all. And that'll wrap it up for this time. So we've only got a couple of races left in the season, and everything to play for. Frankly, if we can just scrape the money together to get a decent part or 2 to give us a head start next season, that'd be grand. Anyway, I've been Colonel Failure. This series exists because of your support, and it's very much appreciated. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch up with you next time. Cheerio.